Day 13, Psalm 25, 1 through 7. Prepare. Take a few slow breaths and quiet your soul. Close your eyes and set aside any distractions. Cast your cares one at a time upon the Lord and let Him carry them so you can focus your attention on His Word. Your deepest desire. Earnestness is the key to answered prayer. What is the deepest, most driving desire in your heart today? Cry out to God for that. Meditate. Has something ruined your life? God is into recycling. And when God recycles something, it's better at the end than it was at the beginning. Few pains in life are more agonizing than regret. When you talk to God about your past sins, what does it sound like? Psalm 25 is a model for how to approach God in those times you're acutely aware of your past failures. As you listen, notice how David talked to God about his past sin, and pray in a similar way about your deepest regrets and shame. To you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. In you I trust, O my God. Do not let me be put to shame, nor let my enemies triumph over me. No one who waits for you will ever be put to shame, but they will be put to shame who are treacherous without excuse. Show me your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Guide me in your truth and teach me, for you are God my Savior, and I wait for you all day long. Remember, O Lord, your great mercy and love, for they are from of old. Remember not the sins of my youth and my rebellious ways. According to your love, remember me, for you are good, O Lord. If you're a believer, He is your Father, which means it's fitting for Him to discipline you with consequences. When He does that, He is dealing with you according to your sin. But in His mercy, He often chooses not to deal with you according to your sin, but instead to simply remember you according to His love, to look at you only through the lens of His soft, tender kindness and favor, so you can bypass the consequences of what you've done. A good father sometimes does the former and other times the latter. And in this psalm, we learn that it is appropriate to ask God for the latter. Verse 7, remember not the sins of my youth and my rebellious ways. According to your love, remember me, for you are good, O Lord. Ask God for that right now, appealing to his goodness. Think of someone who has hurt you or someone you are having a hard time loving. Do you always remember that person according to their sin, looking at them through the lens that's colored by their sins so that what they have done controls how you think and feel about them? Follow God's example for a moment and stop remembering that person according to their sin. Instead, think about them like you just asked God to think about you. Remember them according to God's love. Verse 1, to you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. Your soul is the seat of your appetites. Contemplate what it means to lift that to God. What is the relationship between lifting your soul to God, trusting God, and waiting for God? How do those three responses go together? Verse 1, to you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. In you I trust, O my God. No one who waits for you will ever be put to shame. Lifting your soul, trusting God, waiting for God. David's logic seems to be that the more he lifts his soul to God, looking to God alone to satisfy his appetites and desires, and trusts God and waits for God, the more inclined God will be to not remember David according to his sin. Why would that be? See how many attributes of God you can spot in these verses. Verse 1, to you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. In you I trust, O my God. Do not let me be put to shame, nor let my enemies triumph over me. No one who waits for you will ever be put to shame, but they will be put to shame who are treacherous without excuse. Show me your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Guide me in your truth and teach me. For you are God, my Savior, and I wait for you all day long. Remember, O Lord, your great mercy and love, for they are from of old. Remember not the sins of my youth and my rebellious ways. According to your love, remember me, for you are good, O Lord. Of all those attributes, which one would be a good one for you to chew on today? Talk to God about what it would be like for you to experience that aspect of God's character in a greater way today. Pray for others. Pray for the children in your life. Ask God to teach them to lift their souls to Him, trust Him, and wait for Him at an early age. Pray the same for anyone else God has placed on your heart today. Thanksgiving. What are the last 10 blessings God graciously gave you the ability to enjoy? Use your fingers to keep track. Relive them one at a time, and as joy arises, respond to God in gratitude. Take it with you. Pick one thought from this meditation that you want to carry with you. What can you use as memory cues in the upcoming day to help you bring that thought to mind at least twice more today?